All right, welcome back to the vlog and happy Thanksgiving for those of you in the United States. We have some updates for you today. Update to the Philippine Airlines craziness and the ECC, which is known as Immigration Clearance Certificate, and lots of interesting things going on. So I have been talking to the Civil Aeronautics Board, which is basically the Philippines version of the Department of Transportation in the United States. You buy this stuff overseas. It's hard to know where you're at, right? Actually, if I had this to do again, I'd probably buy my ticket like from Priceline or something like that. No real endorsement. I'm just saying, maybe from a company in the United States, so I could get some support and maybe have an American company kind of lean on if I'm dealing with this type of thing. I did decide to buy it from Philippine Airlines. I should have known better because I did see the reviews on the iPhone app and was tipped off that this was not a very good company and there had been lots of problems. So like I said, I was talking to the Civil Aeronautics Board. I told them a little bit about my problem. They mentioned that I should go visit a ticket agent, either at the airport or, one that was near me. So it turns out there is a ticket agent in the mall where you get everything in the Philippines. So, walked over there, took my information with me and walked in the door and casually just said, hey, my name wasn't correct on my ticket. Can you fix it? Not really spilling the beans on anything. And the lady looked at me, looked at my ticket, looked at my passport and said, sure. About 3 minutes later, she put in my details and fixed me right up and handed me a new ticket. And I was like, gee, thanks. And then, I waited to say something because, I'm like, what is going on, right? So, once I had the ticket in hand, I said, hey, is there no fee for this type of thing? And she's like, no, sir, there's no fee. No fee to just add a Y on the end of your name as support, phone support and Twitter support was trying to scam me for between $250 and $25. So, it's interesting because either I've stumbled over some sort of extortion scam going on, because I feel like, and again, I'm totally guessing here, that Philippine Airlines has hired an outside, call center to handle these calls and a service to do their social media. And I may have uncovered a complete scam here. Or the other explanation might be that they were trying to charge me for a name change. And that's what the ticket agent kind of mentioned. We don't charge you for a name correction. We would only charge you if you were trying to change the name on the ticket. And I went back and listened to the recording, and the lady seemed a little bit confused because she said both things. So they may have been even confused about what they were charging me for. And so there's that. So it's either something completely innocent and I just got, the support doesn't know what they're doing, or this is a complete scam and they are trying to scam people for fees. The other part of this is also very interesting because, most airlines, right? Baggage fees, these extra fees, in most cases, you pay them at the counter, right? Your baggage is overweight here, it's $40, whatever, right? Or the other thing is you buy it online, you go here, you log in, you pay these fees, whatnot. And in this situation, it makes me feel like that, and support wanted me to give them my credit card over the phone, which raised a lot of red flags. I mean, I was like, hello, I'm not just giving my credit card to somebody over the phone. I mean, that's not normal. So that's why I was, I'm not willing to pay. Now, I probably, like I said, if you followed along the story a little bit, if I was standing in line at the airport, at the door, so to speak, ready to leave, I probably would have paid. But like I said, red flags were going off in my head. And so, basically I decide that from my experience, when you end up in this situation, oftentimes, you know, I'd already been out a good amount of money from paying for the ticket. I was not willing to come off any more money at that point. So another really interesting thing is, if you listen to the video, they said that the date on my birth date was wrong. And it's here on the ticket that she gave me, because I addressed that. It does appear to be wrong. However, on the app, it does appear to be right. So I don't know if support was experiencing that glitch or whatnot, but very strange. Very, very strange. And like I said, the app has horrible reviews. So if I had it to do all over again, I would pay for, you know, like I said, Priceline, whatever. I mean, Expedia, Booking, whatever. I mean, it just seems like it would be a little added security to be able to call them, and maybe. But I've had you know, I travel, you know, maybe more than most, and maybe less than a power flyer, right? I don't know, or a frequent flyer. But I've done a fair amount of traveling. I've had my share of problems, but in most cases it's gotten worked out with minimal out of pocket. One time, you know, being stranded, I talk about one of the most problematic situations was I lost a fair amount of travel plans, being stuck in Bangkok. They decided not to let me fly. And but end up costing me, you know, a couple $100 to catch up with my plans. So it wasn't catastrophic. So that being said, the thing that remains now, because once I got that fixed, I was like, okay, now the only problem that remains is I filed a dispute on the payment, because you know, the support was like, oh, no, you need to get this fixed and stuff like that. Totally misinforming me, because the lady was like, you just showed up at the counter. We're not going to not let you fly. You have, you know, you paid for a ticket, and, you know, the details on the ticket, people make mistakes all the time. It's not that big a deal. So that being said, I got that fixed, and was waiting to nighttime to call off the dispute before this somehow collides together and they cancel the ticket or something. But I guess if they canceled the ticket, I'm likely to get my money back. So tonight, which is in a few hours, I will call the bank, call off the dispute, and then keep my fingers crossed. However, I mean, just based on my experience up to this point, it almost feels like the craziness is not over. So that brings me to the next thing here. So after that, I figured I would run over to immigration. If you have any time in the Philippines, past 6 months, you are required to get what's known as an immigration clearance certificate. And what this is a exit visa. Known, a few countries do this. Most of them are just ding you for a little bit of money as you walk out the door. Notably, Costa Rica likes to do this. I think it's like $18 or something. But over here in the Philippines, it's a little bit more. I'm going to try to block out my details here. But this is what it looks like. Fingerprints, picture, I mean, the whole thing took just a couple hours, so it was just kind of, uh, you know, mild inconvenience. You can do these at the airport. High Stakes Danny, when he left about a week ago now, said he left without one of these, and I was really surprised actually. Um, Benny. Benny stayed in the Philippines about 10, 11 months, if I'm not mistaken, and he was stopped, and he lost his ticket, and all kinds of stuff happened, and was delayed about 3 days trying to get it all straightened out. But Benny doesn't keep up on these things well, so there's that. But I mean, it was a little bit unsettling. That I mean, they fingerprinted me. The wording here is interesting. This is to certify my name, my age, male, citizen of the United States, whose paragraph, signature, and temporary permanent residence. So they were viewing me as a temporary permanent resident here in the Philippines. Is hereby issued this certificate in accordance with provision section of the Philippine Immigration Act to amend the following: her departure from the country in 30 days. So no matter if Philippines Airlines ticket works out, I will need to purchase another ticket and continue on out of the country no matter what happens. So we'll be exiting soon. The tickets, I purchased a ticket. Actually, at least I gave myself a little bit of lead time on the ticket. And thank God, because this has been an adventure. And like I said, I don't know if the adventure is over or if it's just beginning or what the next step is here. I am just prepping, kind of getting ready and for the next phase here. And we'll see what happens. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Doesn't feel much like Thanksgiving over here. I love turkey, love Thanksgiving. Don't care too much for Christmas, but love a little pumpkin pie and some turkey. So please, maybe save some for me. That being said, who knows what the next step here is, but I'll vlog about it. Vlog about the experience. And like, I'm very new to this type of thing. Been in the Philippines a couple times. My passport is very full here as I grab for this here during the video, and I'm running out of area on the passport here. Let's see what we got. Just a bunch of Mexico stamps there on that page. This one here, I believe that's a China. Got a Chinese one there. Let's see here. What's the next one? Oh, I got an empty page here. Got a few empty pages here. What's this one? There's some Vietnam here. That's just temporary Vietnam. There's some more China there. There's a Vietnam there. Bunch more Mexico stuff. They're the green ones, kind of faint. More Mexicos, more Vietnams. More Mexicos and Vietnams. What are these? These are, I believe those are Thailands. These are Thailands, and this is another Philippines. I guess that's from 2018. And then some more Philippines here, and a couple pages of Mexico. I've been to Mexico a lot. I spend a lot of time in Mexico. But I will be turning in this passport, which is a shame. I you know, kind of, all these passports are kind of reminders where I've been and where I've traveled to. So it's be a shame to give this up, but see what happens. More traveling coming, and more videos. Anyway, Till next video, thanks again for watching. I'll see you then.